This is TaskSpoon, the series where I aim to complete the collection log by doing one randomly generated task at a time. After completing the medium tier, I'm ready to attempt some of the longest and hardest challenges yet as I move on to the hard tier. Welcome to Season 3 of TaskSpoon. Hello everybody and welcome to episode 98 of the TaskSpoon series. In the last video, I killed some Dagonoth Kings, I did some medium clues, I spent way too long at Abyssal Sire trying to get one single unsired drop, and we wrapped things up by getting the bronze locks here at Shades of Morton, and we ended the video by rolling a task to get another DK's unique, which we're actually sort of running out of new uniques to get there, only having the Seers and the Archer's Ring left. So yeah, I don't really know what I want to do currently. Now that I only technically need to kill Prime and Supreme, I might try and find someone, maybe from the clan someone was asking earlier, to go and kill Rex, and I'll just kill the other two, making it nice and easy. But either way, I'm going to go do a farm run and figure that all out. This is actually a really good opportunity to get another Dragon Axe. I have 2 Smoldering Stones, and I would really like to put one on a Dragon Axe, but I'd also like to have one available in case I don't want to burn the logs. So hopefully I get a Dragon Axe before I end up getting either of the 2 new rings, and that way I can work on getting both fire making and woodcutting XP, and it'll give me something to do while I AFK and edit. I can just go and woodcut and get all 3 of those things super AFK. So yeah, hopefully we get another Dragon Axe. I'm going to get geared up and get ready to go. So I had a realization. Last time I went to DK's, I was a little bit too slow to be able to consistently kill all 3 of them in time without ever having 2 of them up at the same time. And I was thinking to myself, how can I get more DPS? And then I realized that all I need to do is do more damage, which sounds obvious, but what I mean by that is I've been using the blowpipe specs as I've been killing Prime just to keep my health up, but I'm bringing Ancient Magics anyway so that I can blood barrage the little guys. So instead of using blowpipe specs, what if I bring a Crystal Halberd and use DPS specs on Supreme, thus speeding up my kills on him and letting me have a more comfortable rotation? I don't know if this is actually going to work, but I feel like Blood Magics is enough to keep me healthy, and if I just kill Supreme a little bit faster, I think that would solve, like, all my problems. So I'm going to try this, see how it goes, going to do some tri-breeding solo, and yeah. Okay, that was my second kill. We'll take it, let's go, what the heck? That's actually so funny. I killed Rex once and Supreme once and got the Archer's Ring. Oh my goodness. I'm a little sad though. I want another Dragon Axe. Oh well, I can't complain about that. That's incredible. And we're done. We can get a new task. Well, we get to go and complete that one on the spreadsheet. Nice and quick. Pretty sure we're like 2 minutes into the video at this point. And let's see what we're gonna go do. 1 unique drop from Kraken. Okay. Before we go and talk about Kraken, I'm just going to imbue this ring real quick. There's no real reason not to. I've already got the points, and it'll just be better imbued. So there we go. Got that done. So as far as Kraken uniques go, I've already got the Trident of the Seas full. All we're missing is the Kraken Tentacle. So that's what we're going to be after on the task. Now, I will need to get a Kraken task, which is a little bit annoying, considering I would like to do the rest of this Abyssal Demon task at Sire. I would love to get another unsired, but that's going to be very slow, so I don't really know. I really don't want to do any more Sire, considering how much I did in the last episode, but in the long run, it's probably a smart idea, so I think I'm going to do it, and you guys probably won't see much of it, but if I get anything cool, I'll definitely include it, but yeah, I guess I'm going to do 79 more Sire. So, I did a few Sire kills last night, went to bed, woke up, and lo and behold, Desert Treasure 2 has been released. And there's a lot to talk about with Desert Treasure 2. It is the hardest quest they've ever put in the game. It has a lot of unlocks, both in terms of quest rewards, and it unlocks 4 bosses, being Duke Succulus, I don't know how to pronounce that guy's name, the Leviathan, the Whisperer, and Vardorvis. And all 4 of those bosses drop the Virtus robe pieces, along with some other stuff that I'm not really sure what all of it does. I know that they drop the upgrade for the rings. This one drops a staff. I don't know. There's a lot about this that I don't really know yet, because they haven't really released the information and nobody's really done it yet. Well, people are just starting to do it now. So for me, for now, I'm just gonna ignore it. I do sort of have a plan going forward as to what I'm gonna do, but all of these items will have to be added somewhere on the spreadsheet, and I'm not really sure where exactly that'll be yet. So I'm gonna go back to Sire. Well, I'm gonna go do a farm run, and then I'm gonna go back to Sire. So as I've been trying to cut down this magic tree, I've been looking into the drops from the 4 bosses, and they all sort of follow a pretty predictable pattern. They have 9 drops that are all sort of the same but different. So there's the 3 Virtus robe pieces. They can drop from any of the bosses. There is the quartz. The quartzes, the Shadow, Ice, Smoke, and Blood quartzes, can be attached to an ancient scepter to create the appropriate variant, which upgrades those ancient spells when you use it. There is the 4 Soul Reaper axe pieces with the Siren Staff. I need to look it up because I don't really remember. The Siren Staff, the Executioner's Axe Head, the Leviathan's Lure, and there's another one. Oh, the Eye of the Duke. You combine those 4 pieces into the Soul Reaper axe. I'm not really sure what that is. It looks like it hurts you to do more damage. I don't know. Sounds cool. Then there is the chromium ingots. These are required to make the rings, along with the vestiges. There are 4 vestiges: the Altar Vestige, Venator Vestige, Bellator Vestige, and Magus Vestige. These are essentially the upgraded equivalent of the Fremennik Dagonoth King's rings, and in fact, you need to destroy one of the appropriate rings to get a piece of it to infuse with the new rings to make it a thing. So that's actually a really smart idea. I'm now understanding why all of the DK rings have shot up in price recently. What's left? The Awakener's Orb, which isn't actually on the collection log, never mind. The tablets are all just unlocks for teleports that are close to the bosses. And then I believe the Wisp is the pet. I don't know if they all have a pet. It looks like they do. So yeah, those are the 9 items from each boss. I'm not really sure where they're going to go on the collection log. Probably mostly in the elite tier, considering how many requirements there are. But that's for later me to figure out. For now, like I said, I'm going back to farming and then Sire. In fact, I don't know why I bothered saying most of that, because by the time this video comes out, Desert Treasure 2 will probably be like a week and a half old, 2 weeks old, and you guys will probably already know all that. So, whatever. Well, this is going to be the last kill of the task. All 79 remaining Abyssal Demons on this task killed at Sire, and I am aware you didn't see much of it. The only thing you saw was me getting 86 defense, and that's because nothing interesting happened. That was the only notable thing in the entire task. I just spent 9 hours killing Sire for nothing. So, we can move on. Let's go try and get a Kraken task. I just realized how disappointing this log is. 387 Sires killed and only 1 unsired. It feels terrible. Alright, Dura Daddy, give me some Krakens. Cave Horrors? No thank you. What about Krakens? Okay, I'll do that. I'm not going to be using all of my points to skip for a Kraken task this time. I'm going to be a little bit more reasonable and just skip the bad tasks, hope for some good tasks, and obviously hope for the Kraken task itself. And that way I'll get a little bit more Slayer experience as I go through this grind. And honestly, it'll just make it more fun for me. So that's my plan. Hopefully it doesn't take too long, but yeah, every Slayer level I get is going to be nice. There is a lot of Slayer requirements on the hard tier, including Thermi tasks, which means I'll need to get 93 Slayer on the hard tier, which I think is a bit high personally, but that's just the way it's set out. So yeah, any Slayer experience is nice. Not to mention, any Slayer levels I get will make doing Cerberus in the future easier, because my Wild Pies will last longer. So, yeah, that's the plan. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. I've also put the Slayer experience tracker on screen here so you guys can follow along with sort of where I'm at. It's not the best representation because Sire is slow as heck, especially considering how many farm runs I've been doing. And yes, I'm doing all my farm runs and all my birdhouse runs and all my seaweed runs and all the things that you're supposed to do as an Iron Man as soon as they come up now, because I realized that it was kind of stupid of me to just ignore them and hope that I figured it out later. So yeah, the XP per hour is going to be pretty bad, but you can see the total XP gain there. And yeah. I'm also going to be doing all of the hard clues that I get, or any clue that I get for that matter. I've been pretty bad about just sort of passively doing clues while I'm doing other tasks, because I always forget about it and I get too focused on whatever my current task is, so I usually just hold them until I have a clue task. But I'm going to try my best to do them and get ahead on the caskets, and maybe just get a Kraken task right now. Hey, Cave Kraken, let's go, dude. Now, the item I'm after, the Kraken Tentacle, is a 1 in 400 drop chance from the boss Kraken. So 174 Cave Krakens doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to get it on this Slayer task, but with Bracelets of Slaughter, that should be able to extend it a little bit too. Hopefully I can get lucky, and if not, you already know the plan. I'm actually enjoying Slayer, doing clues, getting stuff. It's actually kind of nice. So either way, I am very happy with this. Okay, here we go, fully kitted, ready to do this. I am bringing my Ancient Magics along with enough supplies to make sure that I can get the combat achievement to do 100 kills in a privately rented instance. That is essentially 3 of the last 4 achievements I need are to kill it 25 times, 50 times, and 100 times in a privately rented instance. So I can get all 3 of those, and then kill the Kraken after killing all 4 tentacles. Apparently I never did that one. So yeah, I can get 4 easy combat achievements here, and hopefully get the drop. And this should be the combat achievement for killing all of the tentacles. Very nice. Oh, there's the first combat achievement. I've been pretty lucky with the food drops so far, along with the blowpipe specs. I haven't really had to use my blood magic much, but something I regret and would recommend if you're trying to do this yourself, bring a weapon that can auto-cast Ancient Magics, because I really wish I had a Master Wand. It's really annoying having to, constantly, spam click using spells on him. I don't know why, I never really thought about it until just now, but yeah, that'd be useful. That and an Explorer's Ring would have been really smart, because my inventory is filling up very fast, and I'm not even at 50 KC yet. And there's the 50 KC achievement. Oh, 100 KC, let's go. Sadly, no Kraken Tentacle yet, which, now that I'm thinking about it, I should probably go and bank so I don't just waste more loot on the ground like it currently is. But yeah, 92 more kills on the task. Hopefully we get it in those kills, because I got really lucky getting this task early and would kind of suck to not get the item. So now I got 91 kills left on the task. 1 in 400 drop chance, not looking great, but even if I don't get it, I don't really mind. Like I said, I'm enjoying doing Slayer. I don't mind doing a bit more. It's not like the first Kraken task that I ever got. I would have been so sad if I didn't get the Trident on my first Kraken task, considering I used nearly 2,000 Slayer points or something just trying to get the task. I got this one super quick. Don't really mind if I don't get it. It'd be nice, but don't really mind. I've been doing a lot of farming recently, specifically farming all my Irrit seeds and restocking on the super attack potions, and 85 Herblore. Not that cool of a level, even though that does let me stew boost to make super combats. That's just not really reliable enough, but 1 more and I can botanical pie boost to make my super combats, which is going to be huge. So yeah, cool. But if we take a look at the bank now, 1,500 super attacks, nearly 1,500 super strengths, 700 staminas, 455 range potions. We are looking good. The only thing I am missing right now is prayer potions, which is kind of sad. 166 should be enough to last me for a while, but I am fresh out of Renars, and I think I got 7 seeds, but yeah, prayer potions kind of low, everything else looking great. Okay, well, that's not what I'm here for, but sure. Unfortunately, that's the second Trident of the Seas full we've gotten, even though the full Trident is a 1 in 512 and the Tentacle's a 1 in 400, and I'm at 591 KC, so that's kind of sad. I mean, it's sort of also lucky, but just not in the way that I want it, so yeah, too bad, but just gonna keep going. I'll take the runes, I guess. Yo, let's go! 7 kills left on the task, and I'm eating dinner. One sec. I had like just sort of resigned myself to accepting the fact I probably wasn't going to get at this task, and I was going to have to go do more Slayer, which I was sort of looking forward to, but we will take that. Let's go Kraken. 617 KC, 2 Tridents, 1 Tentacle, no Jar, no Pet, but that's fine. You'll love to see it. I don't even have a second whip to put it on. But we're done! There's actually only 2 things you can do with a Kraken Tentacle. The first is attach it to a whip. The only problem with that is, although it makes the whip stronger, it makes it a consumable item where it degrades over time, and when it degrades fully, the whip is the thing that disappears, not the tentacle. And so if I only have 1 whip right now, so I'm definitely not going to put it on there, because I kind of need that. And the other thing is you can use it to enchant the tridents, which you actually need 10 tentacles to do. And it just makes it so instead of holding 2,500 charges, it can hold 20,000 charges. And that's it. So I'm not going to be using it for either of those anytime soon. It is going in the bank, but I am happy to be done. And we can go and get a new task. I would actually be completely okay with another Slayer task here. I've been really enjoying the Slayer that I've got to do, even though most of it's just been doing Sire. But we can complete that task, and let's see what we're going to go do next. Alright, more Forestry? Sure, that'll let me try my woodcutting. Nice. I talked about this in episode 95, where we did the first 2 Forestry tasks, catching up on the ones that I had to add retroactively to the easy and medium tier. There is 1 Forestry task on the hard tier, and this is it. And that's because most of the last Forestry items that I'm going to have to get after this task, being the 4 outfit pieces and the funky shaped log, all 5 of those items you need a redwood logs. So those are really hard to get without 90 woodcutting. You can get them from Shades of Morton, but it would just take way too long. So that's why they're split up the way they are, having 1 in the easy, 1 in the medium, 1 in the hard for these 3 items right here, and then the last 5 all in the elite tier. But this is gonna take a little while. This is the most expensive item left. I need 10,000 anima infused bark, which I don't know how much I'm gonna be getting per hour, but I can't imagine it's much more than like 1,500 an hour. So this could take me like 8 hours of forestry, which will be completely fine because I want the woodcutting experience. If I can get 1 more woodcutting level, then I can use my Dragon Axe boost to be able to cut redwood logs consistently without needing to stew boost. So I'm actually pretty happy about this. It might take a while, but I'm totally prepared for it. Well, after just over an hour here, you can see up in the top left corner, I'm getting about 2,000 anima infused bark per hour, meaning this task is going to take me about 5 hours. And that should be plenty of time to get my 87 woodcutting, which will let me do, like I said, Dragon Axe boost, +3 to 90 to allow me to cut some redwood logs. So yeah, 5 hours, 4 more to go, should be no problem. And yes, I realize there are faster ways to get anima infused bark, joining some of the CCs and going to more popular places and whatnot, but I'm just chopping my U's, watching my movie, and then doing whatever events come up. And it's pretty chill, pretty fun, pretty enjoyable, so why bother doing anything else? Oh, I wasn't paying attention, but there's that 87 woodcutting I was talking about. Very nice. I feel like I've done enough forestry now where I can give a more informed opinion about it, and I think it's just sort of okay. I understand what they were trying to do, but I think they kind of missed the mark on it. It is faster experience per hour, so for people that are just trying to get experience, it's good. But for the most part, the reason I enjoy woodcutting is because it's super AFK, and I don't want to have to click back and forth on bushes to pollinate flowers. So my overall opinion is a solid eh. And in case you're wondering, I need 300 willow logs to actually buy the clothes pouch, so I figured while I was finishing off my anima infused bark, I might as well do it at the willows, but we are done with those. I need 1,600-ish more anima infused bark, going back to the U's. And would you look at that, 10,000 anima infused bark. Let me get my logs. Okay, 300 willow logs, 300 maple logs, 10,000 anima infused bark. I can buy the thing. Very nice. So I believe I just have to use this on this or something, and it should make the clothes pouch, and then I can put it on the forestry pack, and now I can put my lumberjack outfit in the clothes pouch, and then as long as I'm wearing the forestry kit, it like counts as me wearing the outfit as well. I mean, I guess it's just so that you can fashion scape while you woodcut. It's not really useful, because you can just wear the outfit anyway, but yeah, there we go. We're done. Let's go. Unfortunately, I didn't quite get to 88 woodcutting, which would have made my dragon axe boosts last twice as long for any redwood logs I need to gather, but I am pretty close, and I have a feeling that next time I go to edit an episode, I'll just AFK some woodcutting, and I'll get that level then. So, yeah, nice. Let's go see what we're doing next. Okay, here we go. Complete the task, and hopefully we get a nice quick one we can fit here at the end of this video. Ceremonial Robes. Okay, sure. So, we've already done a couple of these tasks, so you probably already know the deal, but ancient ceremonial robe pieces from the enemies in the ancient prison in God War's dungeon. They're about a 1 in 600-ish per piece, so 4 in 600 for any of the pieces that are useful for me, considering we already have the gloves. I'm gonna go get geared up, and we'll get started. Okay, here we go. Got geared up, killing the guys. I'm using a crystal bow because I need to have an ancient item on, and I'm using the blessing, which means it makes it hard to use ranged weapons with ammo, and my blowpipe, I'm running out of scales, and you don't care. I'm killing the guys. It'd be cool if they made the ancient ceremonial robes actually have a purpose. In RuneScape 3, they let you go through the door over to the next room without getting kill count when you're wearing the full set. And something like that would be really easy to implement and actually make the robes useful. Currently, they have essentially no use in the game, and I don't know why they exist, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe not even that, maybe something else, but just give them a use for anything. I didn't realize that, I guess they're spiritual mages, they can still drop dragon boots. That didn't even cross my mind, okay. Well, unfortunately, something happened with my computer or my recorder, and it wasn't working. But I got the boots. Ta-da! Yay! Yeah, I don't really know what happened, but my files were all corrupted after the Dragon Boots clip. Fortunately, there wasn't much in between there and now, other than just getting the boots. So here they are. My apologies, but nothing I can really do about it. It took me 200 Blood Reaver kills, 75 Spiritual Mages. I ended up getting a bunch of Nile Shards from the Blood Reavers, which I didn't know was a thing. Apparently they are a 1 in 128 drop. And the D boots you saw, and that was about it. So I'm just going to put these in here forever for the rest of their lives with the gloves. And we're going to move on and pretend like nothing happened. So we can go back on the spreadsheet here and complete that task. And let's roll a new task for next video. 1 unique from Wildy bosses. Okay. The Wildy boss tasks are kind of interesting. There are a lot of bosses in the wilderness at this point in the game. The bears, Callisto and Ardeo, the Chaos Elemental, the spiders, wherever they are, Venenatus and Spindle, Vedion and Calvarion. There's a lot of options here, and I don't really know what I'm going to do yet. So I think I will save that for next video. So that's going to have to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, don't forget to go and hit the like button, as that's the best way to help my videos grow. And while you're down there, don't forget to subscribe, because then you'll know when I post the next video. And with all that being said, that's going to be it from me. I will see you guys in the next video. And a big thank you to all of my channel members, but a special thank you to my Tier 3 Big Spoon channel members, Alchemist BTW, Jack Staumer, Zach Martin, Luxitaire, Tony Adkins, and Dolph. Thank you guys, and thank you everyone on screen here for the support.